understand what possibly went wrong. If it was that there were another dog in the house and it didn't react well with that dog, we'll recommend in the future that it goes to a home with no pets currently.
The questions that need to be addressed are from the adoption counselor. You want to find out if an animal's been abused, what type of abuse. Was it an animal that came from a noisy household and that was the abuse? You don't want to stick it into another noisy household. You want to be able to keep that animal calm, keep that animal in a better atmosphere where it came from. So it's not so much the questions you should ask, it's more of, are you going to be the right fit for that animal? And you should be questioning or having the adoption counselor ask you the questions for that, if that animal is going to fit you.
Kids seen that book, the picture in the history book, something that they can grab onto, something that gives them encouragement to say, hey man, stand up for what you believe is right.
Hello, I'm Christina Greer. Welcome to this special program about the ongoing battle within the Democratic Party as crucial midterm elections approach. In the coming hour, we'll break down the current struggle for control among Democrats and explore the best path forward for progressives en route to the polls in November. We'll talk with Amy Allison, president of Democracy in Color, a media organization dedicated to race, politics, and the new American majority. Jim Zogby, founder and president of the Arab American Institute, and until recently, a member of the executive committee of the Democratic National Committee. Zephyr Teachout, former candidate for Congress and the Democratic nominee for governor of New York. And Dan Cantor, national chair of the Working Families Party, a grassroots progressive party fighting for economic, environmental, and racial justice. This joint production of Free Speech TV and the Manhattan Neighborhood Network is coming to you from El Barrio Firehouse Studio in East Harlem, New York. Before hearing from our guests, we'd like to take a few minutes to bring you up to speed on what's now an issue for progressives as we head into the November elections. Can the continuing conflict within the Democratic Party be resolved? And what might be the best policies for progressives to push for in the run-up to the midterms?
Mr. Speaker!
Donald Trump's unexpected election upended American politics and put Republicans firmly in charge.
We must act decisively to protect all Americans.
Democrats were left in disarray. A battle is now underway for control, perhaps even for the soul of the party, as progressives push for what their leader Bernie Sanders called for throughout his presidential campaign: a full-scale political revolution.
What this campaign is about is creating a political revolution in America.
Facing crucial midterm elections, Democrats seem poised to win back the House, perhaps even the Senate. Polls show most voters now prefer Democrats by a wide margin.
I definitely think that this is going to be a wave election.
Mark Winston Griffith was a Sanders delegate in 2016.
People's antipathy, their disgust with Trump and his administration is going to get people out the door.
It definitely feels like there's a wave growing.
Dan Cantor heads the Working Families Party.
Whether it will crest at the right time, we can't know ahead of time, but I'd rather be us than them at this moment.
I definitely see the wave beginning to form.
Jane Klebb is Nebraska Democratic Party chair.
Democrats have been winning in untraditional places, and so we are competing everywhere, which I think is like step number one for Democrats. The other reason why I think a wave is happening is just how disastrous Trump is. Like, you cannot remove him from the equation.
But the party's internal wounds have yet to heal. Progressives say they have been purged from crucial posts at the Democratic National Committee.
These were people who had either supported Bernie Sanders for president or supported Keith Ellison for DNC chair, or both. The message is that we're going to get rid of people who may have dissenting opinions or may be calling for different kinds of reform or retaliating for positions that they've taken. This is not the direction that the Democratic Party should be going in.
So we are Democrats, and if there wasn't a little bit of drama in the family, we'd be the Republican Party maybe. So we like drama.
The drama played out recently at a meeting of the Unity Reform Commission, created to ensure a more transparent and inclusive presidential nomination process in 2020. Protesters caused what Kleb called